Chris, go on, take it away.
Yeah, well, I think we're all broadly, furiously in agreement that what's needed here is the human element. It needs the human connection. It needs to build those relationships and to work with that. My recommendation is a very practical way of how to create the space in which you can do that. Because the main battle, the main enemy of salespeople is they're working within a process that doesn't allow the space to do that. So in order to create the space, my recommendation is, number one, grab yourselves a very large number of prospects. Ideally, split your territory up into manageable chunks and go for 100% of your target market in any one territory. Get a database of all of those prospects. Why 100%? Because then you can start getting some statistics on that. You can get some useful information from it, as opposed to a mailing list that you don't know how it was created and it's probably covering only 50% of the market. So 100% of the target market. And then you need to split that list down very, very fast in an efficient and productive way into at least 2 streams, not one sales process, at least 2, maybe more. On one of them, the biggest, the fattest one, you're going to be putting that onto some sort of a drip marketing campaign. We can discuss what you do with that. But it's the other ones that you have identified as being worthy of your high touch process and your attention, so that you've created the space for you now to work with this smaller list of prospects and to go through the high touch process. The other point I'd make is this is a system, it's not a process. The difference between a process and a system is that you're looking for something to measure, get feedback, experiment, and improve the process constantly, a constant improvement as you go through this. The qualification that you do with each customer, with each deal, you're looking for signals from the customer in terms of their engagement. And you're going through a regular questionnaire with every single customer that you do. You're not asking the customer these questions, you're asking yourself these questions. What do I know about my customer? What don't I know about my customer? And therefore I need to find more information about. And if you regularly go through such a questionnaire and log your answers, and then you can, software can very easily compare those answers to your win-losses and do an analysis on this, you get a very, very powerful way of understanding whether you're on track and whether your forecasting is working all right. So this all forms part of the system, which is getting feedback and data to improve your process. But the key point is you need to use a system to carve out the space for you to have that interaction and get the information from your customer. If you're suffocating in a process that doesn't allow that space, there's something wrong. And the way to create that space is to push to one side all of those prospects that are not worthy at this prima facie, are not worthy of your attention right now, but we're not going to ignore them completely. We're going to put them on some other drip campaign and come back to them, looking for a signal that we should bring them into this high touch process. So at least 2 streams and the ability to move between them.